Yo, 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 what is going on, COD Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder, and today do I have an extremely dope interview for you. I had an opportunity to sit down with Rustymax, who is the lead Discord moderator for the official Call of Dragons Discord, and this was an absolute pleasure. This was a text interview, clearly based on what we're seeing right now. Again, I always like to ask, and whatever they're comfortable with as far as the interviewee, whether that be a voice-to-voice interview, if that's cam on, cam off, or if they're more familiar or comfortable, we should say, with the text interview. And so that's what we have for you today. I think there's about 15 or 16 questions that we have, and we'll go through this test top down, where we'll read my question, the answer, and this should be a good one. So I'm really excited. Here we go. So we start off by asking Rusty. Very nice to meet you, and thank you for taking the time to interview with me today. I would like to start off by asking if you could introduce yourself to the community and tell us a little bit about your gaming history. Rusty replies, "Hi, bossnasti. I also want to thank you for taking an interview with me. I hope all your viewers will like it. I wish them a pleasant viewing, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's really cool and deserves it. Appreciate the love." Bear in mind, I haven't read any of these as well. Again, I got the responses. I just got done porting them all over into this, and bam, here we are with our simple PDF, if you will. Well, let's start. My game history is not so big and wide. I do not like to try everything in a row and play all the games. I rather select games like those that I played on the PC, namely those related to strategy, technology development, and the city. Now I have a little time to play them on my PC because I spend half my time at work, so now I only play on mobile games. Okay. Then we get to number 2, right? How did you find out about Call of Dragons before you started playing? What about the game interested you from what you saw? Answered, I learned about Call of Dragons as a player in Rise of Kingdoms, Rock, and Warpath. I literally didn't know anything about Call of Dragons, and when I saw someone chatting about this game, I was interested. They said that the game is very similar to Rock, but it has some kind of its own story and a completely different theme. Not like in Rock, the theme of the Middle Ages, but something fantastical. I immediately was interested in it because I'm a fan of fantasy films, big fan of Lord of the Rings, LOTR, it's my boy, because something in this game reminds me of this movie. That's probably what got me into the game. I also want to point out as well, because I don't think I mentioned this in the beginning, but this the answers I got from Rusty were on the 7th, so it was about 11 days ago, right? So just in case, I think there might have been 1 or 2 things that have changed with the update recently coming out. So just, again, bear in mind that some of the answers might be somewhat outdated once we end up getting to those. Just a little disclaimer. Number 3, what is something about yourself that many people do not know? Maybe you are an anime lover, like myself. Enjoy extreme sports, or hold the record for fastest Rubik's Cube solve. I said I've probably already told all my secrets in our Discord community, but who didn't know? I am a strong football fan. I attend all the matches of my favorite team. And football, soccer, right, for us non-American folk, or for us American folk who we call as soccer. Home and away. This is what sheltered the love of travel. So yes, I am an avid travel lover, but every year all this becomes less because there is a lot of work. Who didn't know I have my own company? I am engaged in the manufacture and design of car interiors. I hope this did not sound like an advertisement. No, you're fine, but that's cool. That's pretty dope. I didn't know that. Number 4, have you played other kingdom builders such as Rise of Kingdoms, City of Survival, Lords Mobile, Infinity Kingdom, or others? If so, what about the games you played were fun for you? I said I played Rock, SOC, which I'm forgetting which one that is now. Warpath, most of all. I was drawn into Rock. The game was very interesting, and I played it from the very beginning. It dragged me to the point that I played until 3 to 4 a.m. and got up for work at 7 a.m. and literally slept half the day at work. Most of all, I probably liked the early stages of Rock when there was really nothing there. There was no KVK. We didn't even have a Lost Temple. Yep. Who doesn't know this is such a main building in every kingdom? So for the first probably 6 months, we just had war between alliances. It was a lot of fun, and then KVK and the League of Osiris began, which brought no less interest. And of course, the most important thing was that I was interested in talking with people from other countries. It's no secret that I learned English playing Rock. Oh, that's pretty cool, which I'm very grateful for. I hope in COD we will have everything the same as I felt in Rock. We just need to wait a bit. Awesome. And this is pretty dope when you get to talk to people that were playing some of these games in their kind of beta, alpha, or just very early stages, because for me, again, for those of you that maybe played a rock in the first 100 kingdoms, maybe first 200 kingdoms, right, some of these things you'd be privy to. And however, I will say, I don't know if I can grind out the 3 to 4 a.m. and then 7 a.m. That's a little bit too much for me. But you're a soldier. Number 5. Now that you've been playing Call of Dragons for a while, starting out in Server 34, though playing with 066 and 33 now, what do you like about the game? I like the fact that I'm practically starting from scratch, everything that was in Rock, meeting new people, learning new mechanics, and also having a lot of potential for development. I have so many ideas in my head as well as what they could add to the game, but I think developers will add more and more over time, new events in the game. Again, we just need to wait. Nothing was created quickly. Now I'm enjoying what I have, enjoying my new family in the game, on a new server. The guys are the only ones who took me, even though they knew I was free to play. Oh, that's my man. Free to play love. Okay, here we go. So, number 6. You are also currently the lead Discord moderator for Call of Dragons official Discord, which has over 74,000 plus members. Can you walk us through your moderating journey that led up to this point and position? I wouldn't say that my LMOD position applies only to Discord. I also manage the Facebook group and Reddit. By the way, it was with Facebook that my work on the community began. It probably happened right after the game was released. I joined the Discord server and saw an announcement about the search for a moderator. I thought for a long time whether to try it or not. Since before that, I held the position of moderator in Warpath, and I was a little tired of all of this, but still decided to try it. Just a week later, Leo wrote to me. We met back in Rock. He asked me to help him with Facebook, to which I agreed. And then incrementally, I was asked to help with Reddit. Well, in the end, I was asked to become a moderator at Discord. Since I spent more time in Discord... Can you get your sister out there, please? Thank you, sweetie. Since I spent more time in Discord, and at the moment, it seemed to me that the server looked slightly unformed. Everything was in chaos. Unformed, maybe unorganized a bit. After that, I started bringing a lot of ideas about how to change the server. And the guys from the Farlight team probably saw the potential in me and trusted me. Now I'm trying to set up a server that will be pleasant to everyone. And I will say there have already been quite a few changes, right, that have been made on the Discord server. I would imagine to Rusty's or to Max, because I'm actually just now getting that it's Rustymax and Rusty Leo. I wonder if that was something there. But I'll just say for Max, keep that over there, please. Thank you. For Max, I wonder if it was something that, again, was either him. I'm sure there was others that were involved as well. But I know he's been pretty vocal on the Discord from, I would imagine, what any of us who are on the Discord can see when it comes to changes that are being implemented and being done, right? So it's really nice on that front. Now I'm trying to set up a server that will be pleasant. Oh, sorry, there we go. Here we go. Number 7. What is it about moderating that got you into what aspects of the job do you enjoy? I like to abuse power. Yeah, we know. I'm kidding. Well, I'd probably like to help both the guys from Farlight. Sweetie, it's okay. It's okay. Just watch her.
She wants to get the paint.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just not the paint, though. Thank you. Otherwise, I'll be cleaning up. I probably like to help both the guys from Farlight and the community. I want to make sure that people don't see the boundaries between developers and players. Every riot in Discord makes me a little sad because half of people don't understand that, in fact, moderators in Discord can't do or cannot do anything to do with the changes in the game. We also don't like something, but we are trying to tell people that there are other ways to convey something to the developers. The suggestions, feedbacks. Many people think that they are not being read. In fact, they are still being read. It's just that not everything is solved so quickly. I'm so for the future. Okay? And I think this is pretty important when we talk about changes that are coming and this kind of misperception of or unrealistic expectation that we can find or that some people may find with moderators on a Discord is that they don't necessarily have the powers, if you will, or the authority is probably more of an appropriate word to use, that developers have and others as well that are more within the company, right? Mods are essentially for the most part volunteers. They typically don't have any relationship, right? They're not attending, they're not a contractor, right? They're not an employee that, fills out a tax statement, right? So I think those are really important to understand that there is a difference between what they can do and what their capabilities are versus what they're unable to do. Number 8, why is moderating important, especially on official game Discords that have a lot of members? Well, the answer here will be simple and short. It's all you need to create a pleasant atmosphere for all the players. I mean, I think that's a pretty simple summary, right? I think, the hope is for Discords to be engaging, to be a safe place, and to where people can enjoy hanging out with others from the community and having fun. Number 9. Through our brief talks, you have mentioned that you love being able to impact the gaming community in a positive way through efforts as a moderator via Discord in more ways than just as a moderator. Can you share with us what those are? He says, probably this is the inner me. I like it when there is a solution to every question. Oh, you okay? Oh, man, I don't know if you guys saw it. That was a bap, but she's okay. Thankfully, there's carpet in here. You have mentioned that you love being able to... Oh, here we go. Probably this is the enemy. I like it when there is a solution to every question. Also in our Discord, so that there are answers to good suggestions and feedbacks that were made and sent there. Probably like Elmod, lead mod. I had such an honor and more specifically collect feedback and suggestions and redirect to the right address. That's why I started by redoing the suggestions channel, just to filter out suggestions that most people like and send them for review. And I will say, right, that's something that we noticed as well. I had mentioned before from playing in Infinity Kingdom, I thought their suggestions format and formula was very well done from what I had seen in a number of game Discords. If someone was interested in getting involved in moderating, what advice can you give for starting out? Well, it's simple to start with. Follow the rules that apply on the server. Be active. When we need a moderator, I will open the forum. Most likely we will need someone from the Asian region, but not sure yet. Number 11, what would you say are important qualities to have if deciding to get into the moderating space? Being active, having a lot of free time, as it takes a lot of time in life, so knowing English well and controlling yourself in stressful situations, that's the most important ones. Yeah, again, just having good decorum and self-control, again, I can imagine could do you wonders. Number 12, who are the biggest jokesters, the comedians of the community, where you are going to get a good laugh in a great way? Answer here, there are a couple of them. Most likely it's Circer, shout out to Circer, and Chew Dog, shout out to Chew Dog. Please don't be offended, guys, low, but those two always make me laugh. No. And again, the question here is worded more in a good way, right? Because it's, the people who are bringing a lot of, good energy, and not to say that no one else is, of course, but it's nice to see like, oh, hey, right, these are some people that are noticeable, give some flowers and some love out to those two. Number 13. As a moderator, I imagine aiming to have good, consistent activity on the Discord is one goal. How do you try to achieve this, and what are situations that you notice in which generate activity? Answer. This is mostly because work from home, but also probably a love of communication, although we do not require all moderators to be active 24/7, but at least they need to appear in chat sometimes. And I think this is a great way if you're kind of approaching it from the behind the scenes, where it's coming from the mod position, or the mod POV on, right, what can we do to engage and be in chat. And I think it's pretty clear, right, that Max, I don't know how all the other mods are, but I know, Max is always pretty consistent with being in there. And obviously we do see other mods too as well showing up in chat. But I think the point overall is that it's just nice to see, whether it's 1, 2, 3 mods or mods kind of throughout a 24-hour window, it's nice to see that they are active and that they're engaged in the chat. Number 14, what are some suggestions, if any, that you would like to see in the game? Are there any changes to current features you would like to see, and why? He says, I have a lot of suggestions. Probably the most important thing is to create some kind of tournament like the League of Osiris and Rock, but something with our Roots of War. It would be very cool. It would raise the activity of our streamers and in the community well, and also probably so that they add a choice of season. According to the type that people could choose, which map do they want to play on? I know that many people would like to play on the map on the first season again, and also S1+. And finally change the entire pet system. I still haven't figured them out. Well, it seems to me it looks confusing and not fully finalized. And bear in mind, right, this is one of those answers that was provided before the update hit. Obviously now pets are, a decent bit better, and I think are getting more in line with what the community is hoping and almost would like to see them be, which again have been some good positive changes thus far. I think with the Rock or the kind of ROW, it's a war tournament, I think that's very interesting. It's funny, I've even suggested this before when I've talked with some friends about doing like KVK tournaments or like a KVK league. Again, there's certain things you'd have to do to really sell that, but I think there's some potential and opportunity. It's just very interesting on the tournament thing, like in Osiris. Like, I think it makes sense, and I think if Roots of War gets a little bit more exposure, like with what they're doing with now allowing for you to spectate matches if you're in the alliance but you're not participating, I think those types of things and hopefully more will add more value to it. As we get closer to wrapping up, is there anything you would like to talk about that you did not get a chance to in a previous question? I think not. In any case, anyone can ask me a question personally. It's easy to find me on our official Discord server. My DM in Discord is always open for everyone. Awesome. Number 16. Wow. Well, first and foremost, thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me and answer some questions. Lastly, is there anything you would like to close with? Any socials you would like to plug in, such as a stream, YouTube, or other shout-outs or rivalry declarations that you'd like to make? Thank you for interviewing me. I hope it will be boring. Of course, I wanted to convey good luck to everyone, both in the game and in life. I hope all our suggestions and wishes will reach the developers and everyone will enjoy the game. And of course, again, as it was said at the beginning, do not forget to subscribe and like bossnasti. Personally, I really like him. Thanks. Always appreciate. Don't forget to join our official COD Discord server. Let us make our community big, great, and friendly. In the end, I would like to say hello to Donut and say that she is the best, and all the community, including me, loves her. No, Donut is awesome like a possum. That is absolute. And with that in mind, or being said, as we close things out, I'm actually shocked that we got through this interview pretty quickly. I know typically the text ones go a little bit faster. I just want to, like I said again, I want to give a huge shout out to Rustymax for coming on. And again, right, maybe this will be an in for us to possibly get some interviews with maybe more people within the company or just a little bit more affiliated, right? Maybe this could be a stepping stone potentially. But this was an absolute blast. And for most of you know, right, if I ever have an opportunity to, interview some staff, Astia, Leo, that would be awesome too as well. Some potential next ones that I'd love a chance to if an opportunity does present itself. But this was great. Really appreciate Max's time and hope you all enjoy this. Right? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. That's going to be it for me. As always, until next time, I will catch you later.